Kevin, Tiffany, and I don't always agree. We go at it. And
We're live.
We are live. We are live, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us here on another Sunday on the Black Therapy Show. We have some very, very special guests on the show today. We actually have three authors. Well, Kevin's not here, so two authors on the show. Returning Jazz J, the author of The Ancestors. So if you guys can pick that up. Is that on Amazon, Jazz?
Yes, it is.
Pick it up. It's a very, very great read. It's about a police officer that shot some black kids, and his punishment was to spend the night at a black museum. Did I get that correctly? Right.
And they don't let him out.
They don't let him out. The ancestors don't let him out.
I like that.
Yes. Brian Simpson, the author of Town Secrets and The Nightmare's Edge, also picked that up. You go to Brian's website. What is your website, Brian, to pick that up?
The author, BrianSimpson.com. They can also be found on Amazon and Barnes & Nobles as well.
Okay. And Kevin Lee, who is not here, but he's one of the members of our show. His book is called Playing with Fire. Kevin should be popping in any moment, and I'm sure. Anyway, today's topic is the not guilty verdict of Mr. Derek. Is Derek Chow is his first name? I hope. Derek Chow. Well, Mr. Chow shot Cyrus Carmack Beton in the back. Some backstory. Cyrus, a 14-year-old black kid, went into Mr. Chow's store. He picked up 4 bottles of water, which you will see in the video I'll show. He decided not to get the 4 bottles of water. He put the water back. He walked out of the store, and Mr. Chow's wife said something in Cantonese, probably said he stole something. Anyway, Cyrus left. They chased him out of the store. They said about 150 yards down the road, they finally caught him, and he was shot in the back. We're not sure if he was shot while he was running or how, but he was shot in the back, killed. This was in 2023. Trial happened a couple of weeks ago, and Mr. Chow was found not guilty. And we're all wondering, how is that possible? The lawyers on the show, so if anyone's watching who have some insight as to how this works, he was charged with first-degree murder. From what I'm hearing, they're saying he probably would have been found guilty if it was manslaughter. Either way, Asians have had a history of total disrespect in the black community. I've experienced it many, many, many times. You go in their stores, it's almost like they're angry that you're there. So anyway, we're gonna get into it. I'm gonna show a couple of videos, and I'm also gonna put our link in the chat if anyone wants to jump on and they have an opinion, but please be respectful. So I'm going to show some videos. We're going to get the show started, and you guys, we appreciate your comments.
Today marks 1 year that my beloved Cyrus Carmack Beton was tragically taken at the tender age of 14. On May 28th, 2023, Cyrus walked into a Shell gas station to purchase 4 bottles of water and some snacks. He was racially profiled, and he was falsely accused of stealing that water. Cyrus left that gas station walking, and Andy Chow and Rick Chow took off running after my son. And Rick Chow shot my 14-year-old in the back while he was running, and my son died. Andy Chow, the son, is still free, but the father is behind bars awaiting trial. However, in the state of South Carolina, It's a hand of one, it's a hand of all. So if you are complicit and or present at the time of a crime, you too are arrested and charged. My family and I have been rallying and pushing and just trying to get justice for our Cyrus, because Andy Chow is still free, and under South Carolina law, he too should have been arrested with his father, because he was the one to initially chase after him. The chain of events started with Andy, ended with his father shooting my son in the back. We live in a world that is filled with hate and racism and prejudice, and people love to turn a blind eye because it doesn't affect them. And today, May 28th, 2024, I sit here, one less son, all because of somebody else's hatred in their heart. And I just don't understand. My son was only visiting that community. We didn't even live over there. He was just visiting. That business owner already had hundreds of reports against him. He had already shot at 2 people. And he was still able to run his business and still able to terrorize a community of people that ultimately allowed him to freely act in such a way that it cost my son his life. He just graduated the 8th grade 4 days prior to his death. And he and that family, the Chows, has left devastation to our family, to our friends, to the community. But I sit here and I just try to remember all of the good times and his smile and his laugh and his hugs. I just miss my baby so much. But today, Cyrus Monroe, is so hard without you. But with all of that, we are still pushing for the solicitor, Byron Gibson, to bring charges against Andy Chow, to arrest him. He too was complicit in the death of Cyrus. Justice for Cyrus Carmack Beton.
You can't even lie his whole life.
Really? Okay, so what does the other equipment do?
No, are you recording?
Mm-hmm.
Why are you recording?
So what does that do?
You're a weirdo.
it from you.
You gotta remember. You gotta
Are you fucking kidding me? Not guilty? Not guilty? You try to tell me this man didn't steal nothing? At all? Because he had no money, supposedly, and he had a gun on him? He left the store and they was able to chase this man down and unalive a 14-year-old boy, and America says not guilty? Bitch, get the fuck out of here, man. You out of fuck? What the fuck does that fucking mean, bruh? Bro, I walked the fuck off my job just now, nigga. Look at my shit, nigga. Nigga, I walked off this motherfucker. I told them bitches, man, hell no, nigga. Fuck this shit. Fuck America. Fuck all this shit. This is some bullshit. This shit need to be burned the fuck down, nigga. Fuck this shit, man. That's how they think about you. That's what the fuck they think about you, man. That shit fucking crazy, bruh. That's fucking crazy. Ain't no way in hell, bro. I got a fucking son that damn age, bro. Ain't no fucking way, bro. Ain't no motherfucking way. The 14-year-old kid chased by 2 to 3 fucking grown men and then unalived. Man ain't take nothing from the fucking store. Even if he did, nigga, it was a fucking bottle of water, man. Come on, cuz. Any motherfuckers in our fucking neighborhood. Every one of them motherfuckers should be getting goddamn sit the fuck up out of there, bro. I ain't mad at you, I'm mad at us, nigga. I'm mad at us, nigga. We keep standing for this shit. We keep taking this shit, nigga. We keep taking this shit, nigga. That shit got me fucking pissed, bro. I am upset, nigga. There's no fucking way, bro. There's no motherfucking way that man was able to get the fuck off on no case like that, bro. Unless they know exactly what the fuck you are, Nick. No fucking way, bro. No fucking way. Ain't no way in hell that we gonna sit here and deal with some shit like that. Only because it wasn't your fucking child. You ain't worried. You gon'... Bro, I'm done. I'm done talking to you niggas. I'm fucking done talking to you niggas. I'm done talking to you fucking weak ass motherfuckers. I'm done. Because our children get done like this and we don't fucking stand up to fucking kick somebody's ass or at least to walk the fuck off these motherfucking jobs. Man, you must be fucking crazy. I'm fucking done talking to you niggas. I'm done. Y'all niggas are cooked. Yeah, Dick Gregory was right, nigga. And you can't save us, nigga. You can't save us, nigga. You can't save us, nigga. Because we're cooked, nigga. We don't give a fuck, nigga. That's... Oh, my God. My God.
I love when the black community says, let's boycott Asian businesses. Please do. We'll get rid of the Chinese takeout.
We don't need that.
Get rid of the Jordans you guys wear.
We don't need that.
The Nikes you wear.
Don't need that.
The Hondas.
We don't need that.
The shower caps.
Nope. Don't need that either.
The Hyundais.
Don't need that.
Let's get rid of the liquor stores as well.
Most definitely don't need that.
I want to see your own women get on their hands and knees and do pedicures and manicures and deal with nasty ass attitudes, okay?
Might need that.
You're being outworked by immigrants who barely speak English. And you're not embarrassed? Go to the bank, start your own businesses, and deal with your own people. Please, boycott Asian business. I'm all for it.
This extremely arrogant, racist piece of dog shit, sprinkled with soy sauce, thought he was clowning us, but in reality, he just made us aware of all the nonsense we consume from people like him. Let's take the challenge and shut their bitch asses all the way down and become completely self-sufficient, because that's always been the solution.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the black therapy show. In a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know, with Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany, you'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We'll give it you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from my God above. It's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to another Sunday of the Black Therapy Show. Like I said in the beginning, we have some very special guests today, and we're really going to be getting into it. We have a very, very hot topic, and I feel like we've been down this road many times before. Something happens in the Black community, everybody rises up, and then it kind of simmers down, and then it's back to business as usual. I hope this time around it's not the same. This feels kind of George Floyd-y to me. I don't know how the other panelists feel today, but I was really, really angry and still kind of hyped up. I mean, they chased a 14-year-old down, caught him 150 yards away from their business, and shot him in the back because they thought he stole a bottle of water. I saw one of Jaz's videos, and she mentioned that people are saying we need Black unity, and she was upset by that because Jaz, you said that we do have Black unity. That's absolutely true. We do have Black unity. So we always call for Black unity, but I think we have Black unity. But could we use more Black unity? I'm sure Jaz can expound on that more when she So here we are again. You know what I mean? Another injustice. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about this. And but the thing that's baffling me, there are 5 Black jurors were on that jury. So I'm not quite sure. Maybe we are not understanding the law. If there's anyone that watching the show knows anything about the law, knows anything that we miss, or can add some content to the show today, please do, because to chase someone down and shoot them in the back for a bottle of water, even if regardless of what it was, they left your store. And I'm sure they always tell if someone shoplifts, and store policy is, well, it's a private business, so he can make his own policy. Let them go, let the police handle it. But again, I have been in Asian stores, and I know for a fact they just want your money. But why do we continue to go back? I've been in Asian stores where they treat you like shit. There's an Asian store I go to that sells fish. I love fish. I am not a meat eater. And they're so, I don't know if they're rude, if it's just part of their culture, but they're very serious. They don't smile. It's like they just want you to come in. They want to take your money, get the fuck out.
Hurry up and buy.
Right. Yeah, but we still go back, but I'm hoping we get to a point in our life. I believe there's enough Black people in America where we can be self-sufficient. Do we need these people? No. Do we use them? Yes. But do we need them? We're going to have to go through some suffering. And I've said it before in the show. We're going to have to give up. We're going to have to suffer a bit to gain a lot. But Jazz J, I'm going to go to you first of all, and your thoughts.
Well, to answer what you said before, do we need more Black unity? Probably. But I think what people need to understand is everybody's not going to unify. This is not a Black trait. This is a human trait. You can go to any demographic and everybody not going to cooperate. So what I want is for Black people to focus on the big group of people that want to do something and not this small group of niggas that don't. That's what I was saying earlier in my video. I think so. Just from this alone, what I've saw is a lot of people are starting to kind of purge and post a lot of Black businesses. I had no idea. I live in upstate New York, so I had no idea we had so many beauty shops, so many restaurants, so many nail salons up here. No idea. Don't ask me why, just didn't know. I'm glad. I would hate that it took for this to happen for us to be educated on that. But a part of me is thinking that's all done by design.
Right.
Just like them hating us so much, but being in our neighborhoods. Like I said, I live in upstate New York. You can go out to the burbs. There's no Asian shops out there. There are no nail shops out in the burbs. There are no fish markets. There are no Asian liquor stores. There's none of that. So how is it that exactly? But and this is why it's kind of getting a little exhausting with them, because Y'all not looking at the motherfuckers that's against y'all. We make up like 80% of y'all revenue. So the fact that we make up like 80% of y'all revenue and you still had the balls to talk to us like that lets me know that black people need to stop fucking playing. They think that they think we soft or something. You know what I'm saying? They think that we not smart enough to move how we need to move. So I personally, as I said before, with a lot of stuff, with the books I write, I'm zero tolerance. I'm zero tolerance. Black folks need to wake the fuck up and stop messing with them. They've told us a million times how they don't fuck with us. We still, because people don't want to be uncomfortable. And I think that's what it is. We have to be uncomfortable for a little while. You might not be able to get your nails done. You motherfuckers need to get on Google and learn how to make sesame chicken. Stop going into their restaurants. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's how I feel about it. When you fund somebody's livelihood and they still, this is a capitalist country, and they still got the balls to talk to you sideways and literally bite the hand that feeds them, and it's wake up. You might not have your damn hair done next month. It is what it is. Find a black store to go to. And that's what makes me mad with some of our community, because they don't want to be uncomfortable. And the fact of the matter is, change is uncomfortable. It's uncomfortable.
Yeah.
So that's what I have to say about that part.
All right. I'm going to show a video, and then Tiffany, I'll let you go next.
I ain't never seen nobody this mad at niggas. They got some balls. Watch this shit.
This is gonna be an unpopular fucking opinion, and I'm gonna call you out since you motherfuckers don't seem to fucking understand. Every single one of you over there boycotting Asian business and spreading more Asian hate.
Ooh, you can tell she's starving. She mad as hell. Black people stop shopping at them stores. Oh, now you realizing the black people got all the buying power.
You fucking black fucking people with your black fatigue, okay? And what your people call niggerism. Yeah, not my words, those are your people words. You people that is living in that black culture mentality, the poor victim mentality, thinking that people still owe you fucking reparation. Yeah, you motherfuckers. I'm the one talking to you motherfuckers.
That sister is starving.
Every single one of you failing in life. And then you want to blame everybody else. You see this whole Cyrus case and Mr. Chow? None of this would have happened if you motherfuckers raised your fucking kids right. That fucking little boy witnessed some of his business trying to steal fucking water, okay? Now, I might not agree with Mr. Chow chasing the fucking boy and shooting him fucking in Timbuktu, okay, wherever the fuck he was. But here's the crazy part. If you had disciplined your fucking boy right, he wouldn't be in someone's store trying to steal fucking a 50-cent bottle of fucking water in the first place, okay?
She right on that one.
Not only that, you go and attack the fucking attorney defending his clients, and then here's the truth of the matter. Your people, there are 7 black jurors who found your kid responsible, making Mr. Chow, okay, not guilty because they understand your fucking culture, your mentality. You failed your kid. Your society failed your kid. Your mentality failed your kid. That niggerism fucking attitude failed your fucking...
So we got 2 things happening here. 2 things can be true at the same time. Part of what that Chinese lady, Asian lady, whoever she is telling the truth. Black community is fucked up. Black women are raising their kids bad. But the next part that black people ain't realizing is that he's mad because black people are boycotting them. And the only reason why they care is because black people are the ones going to their stores. Their stores are actually in the black community. She's mad because black people can determine whether they eat or not. Because black people control.
All right. I mean, that lady said, I didn't agree with a lot of that stuff that guy was saying, so I just cut him off.
Can't hear you, Carl. You talking?
Can everybody hear me?
Yeah,
I
hear you.
I can hear you.
Kevin, can you hear me? Oh, Kevin, you're muted.
I hear you, Carl.
Okay, Tiffany's the only one that can't hear me again. Like Tiffany.
It's me again?
Yeah. Everybody else can hear me. Yeah. All right, I'm going to you, Brian. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I'm gonna piggyback off what Jazz said. We really, I mean, like yesterday, need to stop frequenting their businesses. I mean, when I lived in Tulsa, Oklahoma, I remember a situation where there was a hair care shop, and these Asian men, they actually went and put hands on a black woman, and black people were in there the next day. In fact, there were black people actually defending their right to go there. But these people, they continue to show us that they're not about us. And I'm speaking for me. When it doesn't, regardless of color, when I go into an establishment and I see you looking sideways because I walk my big black ass in there, I turn right around, me and my money, and we take our asses the hell on out of there. You are not going to treat me like shit and expect me to patronize you. I refuse to do that. And I'll let you know that I'm doing that. And so it's something that we need to do. Dr. King gave us the blueprint. Dr. King gave us the blueprint back in Selma when white people back then wanted to act as though our grandparents' money was not good enough to let them sit wherever the hell they wanted on the bus. Dr. King was like, stop riding the bus. And Jazz said this as well. You got a lot of us that we don't want to be inconvenienced. We don't want to experience some discomfort, but we're going to have to go through that. You are not going to mistreat me and get my money, especially when we have the buying power to support you. No, we have to get away from these people.
Yeah, blacks spend the most money ever on everybody. That's Asian, that's for people from the islands, that's white. We spend the most money. Now, Carl, you said something of why do you think that the boy got that man got off, Mr. Chow got off?
Yeah.
First of all, the main reason why he got off is because the boy had a 9mm gun. That's only if you look at the end of the file, they said that's why the verdict came to that. Yes, they were horrible. They didn't even supposed to run. Why would you run him up the block for a bottle of water? Maybe he needed some water. You understand? But they said he didn't even steal it. He put everything back. But when they chased after him, that was the issue. You understand? And when I think they say he tripped, the gun fell out. He tried to put the gun back in. I think they did analysts and checked it, and that's when the young man, I think the son said he had a gun, and that's when the father allegedly shot him. It's even word on the street or alleged that they even think the son did it, and the father was taking up for the boy. So it's so much stories out there, but I'm not surprised at the verdict and how they handled it. As soon as they said that boy had a gun, I said they're gonna let him go for that. And this is not the first time. This has happened back in the 80s with a young lady that was murdered by an Asian person. You know, my thing is we have to really reevaluate, our relationship with the Asian community. I think they do not respect us. And as you see how this woman was talking to us and stuff, yeah, a lot of points that she had, but how dare you? How dare you talk to us like that? And we the ones that put money in your pocket. So now we know to put our dollars somewhere else, and that's going to try to put it back to the black community because their money, they don't put money into us. Their money do not flip in between us. You
No.
understand? They keep their money within themselves. So no, why we can't have that same mentality? But just like you were saying, Jazz was saying, sometimes people are comfortable in their dysfunction. And then they'll sell your ass out because you trying to change it or you trying to do something different with their life. So it's sad what happened to that young man, but I'm not surprised. We have saw all this injustice going on against our people. You understand? They didn't have to run. They didn't have to run after him. They could have added that water as added it to the game. But
It
no,
was $1.
what they have been fed about Black Americans is why he did what he did. You understand? And when he had the gun, that was it. And they want to be white too. And they can't even go into white communities. We talked about that a little bit earlier. They can't even have their businesses in the white communities. They don't even want them. They always in our community.
All right, so I'm gonna show this video. Then I'm gonna go to you, Darnell. This is a sister. She went to a nail salon, and from what she's narrating, she got there and they made her pay first before she got anything. Now you pay first. Then some white lady came in, or some other, but definitely not black. And the lady asked them, "Can I go before her?" And they said, "Yes, you can go before her."
I've seen that, yeah.
And they didn't make her pay. It's you know.
In the middle of trying to get a set done, and this woman says, "Can I get my nails done first? Can this be done first?" And they said yes, right? What was your guys' names? And this was luxury and tea, and they still made me pay, right? No one wants to say anything now? After you just made me pay? After you and you asked if you could just get your nails done in front of me after I had been here? Yes, exactly. Speak to me. Say something. Say something. Sorry. And you still made me pay. Why did you make her pay? Exactly. And what about her? What about her asking if she can get her nails done first? Okay, I refund for you. Okay? No, she did. She said, "Can this be done first?" She did say that, but she did ask. Why would you ask that? Okay. Sorry, I refund for you.
First, can I ask what? I mean, I remember my mom and my sisters doing their own nails. I mean, are nails that can we do without the nail thing? You know what I mean?
Yeah, we can. We can go natural. You know, I'm in the beauty industry. We can go natural. But remember,
Absolutely.
it's a fad. Everybody like they nails. People like claws. Like people want decoration. You know, people love that shit. I don't. They're not getting my money because they giving out fungus. You know, so a lot of people, they don't understand. I caught a goddamn fungus from them nail salons, okay? So y'all need to watch your asses in them nail salons.
Darnell, what are your thoughts, brother?
This is a horrible situation, especially for the young man that lost his life. Definitely condolences to him and to his family. I think the reason, and I made a video about how I was disgusted about the whole thing. I think where the prosecution went wrong was when they decided that they was going for one charge and one charge only. That's where they went wrong.
That made no sense.
That made zero sense. And the reason is because obviously we all know that when it's murder, when it's first degree murder, it has to be premeditated, which means there's a thought. Like, I'm going to go kill this person. Mm-hmm. Now, to me, if you run out the store with a gun, and we are that happened in South Carolina once, just like the young lady said, when I heard that there was a gun involved, I said, this is not going to be good. This is going to be hard for a jury to turn it over, because to go out running after somebody, they had a gun, now I see a gun, now I shoot the person, and they're just going to go off of that. They're not going to go off anything. Shot in the back, I figured that would be enough to say, oh, okay, this guy really went out and murdered him. But obviously we are, we always got to remember, we black, and the laws.
Thank you. That part.
The laws are not made for us at all, at any point in time. I don't care if it's a traffic ticket or murder. It's not made for us. So once he had a gun, and he should not have been killed regardless of him having a gun. But once they said that there was going to be one charge, that's where we went wrong. That's where the whole thing went wrong. Because they could have got him for second degree murder or something to that, where he was negligent for murdering the kid. And that would have at least he would have went to jail for something. Maybe not 20 years, but at least 10, because obviously they wasn't going to get him for the, life and all that stuff like that. I said all that to say is that it is correct. White people don't want Asian people in their neighborhood. That's why they come to the black neighborhoods. That's why they bring their beauty salons and their nail salons and all of that into the black community, because they know it's proximity. Their proximity, we gonna go there, we gonna spend the money, and that's how they get it. And they treat us the way they treat us because they know, or their mindset is they're not gonna go. Where are they gonna go? That's the thought. Where are they gonna go if they don't come to us? So when the guy was going on there ranting and raving, don't buy Nikes and all that stuff like that, I'm listening to it and I'm like, This is crazy because white people don't even want you in their neighborhoods. The only reason you're in the black
At
neighborhoods,
all.
but that's a us thing. We have to hear something like that and be like, oh word,
Yeah.
this how you feel? No problem.
Yeah.
We need to talk about it. But the problem is, you know, all of us are on the same page, but there's so many black people that's just like, well, it's right there. I'm going. You understand? Like, hard to convince everybody to be on the same page. Back in the 60s when they were doing the buses, in the 50s, and they were doing the bus stuff, everybody was on the same page. Nobody getting on the bus. You see the bus, we not
That's
getting.
right. They helped each other.
Yeah, we all in this together. Today, people feel like, well, ain't nobody paying my bills. Who's gonna help me get to the next nail salon and blah 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 blah. That's how people. So we can't punish the Asian community. We not to punish them, but we can't punish anybody because we are not all on the same page. The target, and I'll leave with this: the Target thing is the only thing where people were just like, you know, we're not doing that anymore. And that was more of a, well, there's probably not a Target in my neighborhood, so it's easy for me not to go or something like that. But for people to stop going to nails and beauty salons and getting Chinese food or whatever like that, they're gonna be like, this isn't my neighborhood, I'm going. That had nothing to do with me. That's the problem. We just not all on the same page. That's why they don't get punished, and that's why they continue to be the way they are.
Yeah. If you walk into one of these places and they are giving you that feedback, we've been black long enough to know when somebody's not rocking with us on site. You see how they look at you. You see how they refuse to serve you. You see how they are hovering around you like you're going to steal their little dollar bottle of water or whatever. When you do that, leave. Just right off rip.
You will feel it as soon as you walk in.
As soon as you walk in the door. And I'm not going to make it like all Asian people are a monolith. I live in the San Francisco Bay Area, you know, so I'm around a lot of Asian people, and there are ones that there are businesses I've gone into to where they're very accommodating. They are very, hello, how are you? They treat me like they would treat anybody else. But I've been into ones when I catch it. As soon as I walk in the door, I turn right back around. I ain't got to say another word for you. You will never see my black ass again.
Never again.
All right. So I'm gonna show this video is gonna show Cyrus in the store, and it shows him picking up the water, putting back the water, walking out the store, and then the whole chase. And then Kev, I'll come to you.
This is the moment, Cyrus walking to the cooler, opening the door, taking out 4 bottles of water, one by one, standing there, then putting every single one back, one by one, closing the cooler. He never took a thing. But before he could reach that door, the store owner's wife said something in Cantonese. And within seconds, surveillance cameras captured all 3 of them, Alice Chow, Andy Chow, and Rick Chow, running after him. The investigator was asked, "Do you remember the moment you realized Cyrus never took anything?" He said, "I do." Did Cyrus Carmack Beton ever brandish a firearm inside that store? The investigator's answer, no. Did he ever point a laser at anyone inside that store? No. Has anyone ever said he did? No one. That testimony came from the investigator who sat inside Rick Chow's own back office the night of the shooting, watching the store's surveillance footage play out on Chow's personal laptop, with Chow himself operating every camera angle. He was then asked what Chow's reaction was, in that moment, whether anyone showed any emotion when they realized the entire confrontation. The chase, the shoe flying off, the fall, the shot, had started over something that never even happened. The investigator's answer, "Not to my recollection." The jury then watched the surveillance footage themselves, slide by slide, camera by camera, every angle from inside that store. Alice Chow visible in frame, Andy Chow with his hat on backwards behind the counter, Rick Chow in a plaid shirt moving through the store, and Cyrus browsing the aisles, walking to the cooler, putting the water back, picking up his backpack, and walking toward the door.
Yeah, and this brother had made a point. Let me show this video quick, Kev. This brother made a point about, having a head start and then they catching up with Cyrus.
I got a good mind to think that Rick Chow didn't even shoot him. I believe the son did. Because looking at the video, that boy had a 20-yard head start on them. And Rick Chow like 60 years old. Now he ran over 130-something yards away. So you trying to tell me with a 20-yard head start, that 14-year-old was walked down by a 60-year-old man? I believe the son had a gun. The son got to him first and shot him. And then when the daddy saw what went down, he said, I'm going to take the charge. That's why everything played out the way it is. And when you think about it like that, and then you go back and listen to his testimony and see how stupid he was playing, he sounded like somebody who it's like the whole scenario didn't go down the way they said it went down. You see what I'm saying? Because if I unalive you, you're not there to speak for yourself. You know what I'm saying? Whatever went down is what I say went down. You see what I'm saying? So that's what I've been thinking about. How did a 61-year-old man, or however old he is, how did he walk down a 14-year-old who had a 20-yard head start on them? I believe the son did it.
Yeah. Let me say, Chipotle was my go-to place to get something to eat. If I'm heading home, if I feel like takeout, and out of all the fast food places, Chipotle, in my opinion, was the most healthy. I try to eat healthy, so Chipotle was my go-to. But a few months ago, I ordered Chipotle, and when I got home, there was no rice in the order. So I went back to the store, and I grabbed just a bag, because the bag they gave me, some of the juice or whatever spilled out into the paper bag, so it got ripped. So I just grabbed any bag from my house. I went back. I had the Chipotle container, and the manager is going to argue with me that how do we know that's Chipotle? That's not even a Chipotle bag that you have. It's just stupid, right? So we got into this big argument. I started swearing and cussing, and of course the whole place now is, I got everybody's attention. And but I have never set foot in a Chipotle since that day, and I never will. Ever again would I give Chipotle my money. And
well, Carl, you should reach out to the corporate office with your complaint.
Right.
And don't take it out on the one asshole manager who disrespected you, because it's not every Chipotle. There's 700 of them probably on the East Coast. You can't be mad at every Chipotle because one guy was an asshole.
Well, I did send a letter to Chipotle, certified, saying that it was received in California. So this Chipotle is owned by the corporation. So I did do the whole thing. I sent pictures. I sent video, because I took on my phone. I started to record. I sent pictures of the manager. I did all of that, all the steps. I did the white thing. I learned that from white people.
Write a letter.
Write the letter, brother. Write the letter.
I did all that, Kev, and I got zero response. Mind you, now I frequent Chipotle so much, I literally had like over 20,000 points where I can buy free stuff by Chipotle points. That's how right. I was going 20,000, and I left all of. I would never ever, if I can give it to someone and they want to use the points, fine, but I would never set foot in a Chipotle. And I'm saying that we gotta give some stuff, but we gotta suffer a little bit. We gotta suffer a little bit to gain a lot.
To make a point. Yeah, I get it.
I'll be able to get those points after the show, Carl.
All right, but Kevin, can we give up nails? Can we give up alcohol that got? I mean, I'm sure we can give up alcohol. What the fuck's he talking about?
We can't give up nothing, man. We can't give up. We can't give up nothing, man. Look. Colin Kaepernick lost his job and his career over police brutality, and black people didn't stop watching the NFL or stop playing it. So we didn't need the players to stop playing it, but the people could have said, we're not watching this till this man get his job back. We're not watching this NFL. We're not participating in this. We're not doing anything until y'all put some respect on Colin Kaepernick's name and give him his job back or whatever. And we let the brother down. I mean, he got paid.
What is going on?
What are you talking about? He got paid. I mean, writing books and stuff like that, but he lost his career standing for black people, What's going on? I hear noise in the background. Louis Farrakhan.
Can I hear y'all?
Tiffany. I don't know. Can you hear us, Tiffany? Okay.
No.
There we go.
All right. Can everybody hear me on the panel?
We can hear you. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. Tiffany was screaming. Okay. Louis Farrakhan talked about this in the 80s about the Asian community.
Somebody's pressing the button.
the Asian community coming in and basically bloodsucking the black community. And this is back in the 80s. You know, it's 2026, and apparently it's still happening. So we haven't learned since then. We're not going to learn. You know, like I said, we're going to be angry about this, and then it's going to blow over. You know, here's the sad thing. Also, I lost my train of thought because Tiffany keeps screaming. What's going on? I'm confused about what's going on, Carl.
I don't know what's going on. I think Tiffany's having an issue with her audio, so she keeps.
Okay, screaming out because I don't know. I feel like okay. So, as far as the young man loses his life, it's tragic. Mr. Chow and Chow Jr.'s ass should be in jail right now for murder. Let's get that out the way. But with that being said, and I saw the video of the young man on the exercise machine and the mom's speech that you played at the beginning, Carl, and it's heartbreaking.
Yeah.
But we got to do better too. I look at that young man on the exercise machine. I'm going to myself, excuse my language, what the fuck is this kid doing with a gun?
Yeah.
We got to do better. We have to do better.
That.
This kid should not have had a gun. No, he didn't deserve to be chased and shot, right? We all agree with that. But why do this young man who seems like every other 14-year-old kid in his backyard on any given Sunday or Saturday, what is he doing for 9mm gun in his waistband? We have to do better. Because his mom gave that big speech about what a brilliant, young, wonderful, great kid he was, and I'm sure he was. But Mom, where did you go wrong, if you went wrong, to allow for this young man to have this gun on his person? And maybe he wasn't still in water, but you're 14 years old. You don't have a gun. You have a gun in your waist. That's not a good sign.
Or in your book bag.
Your book bag, he shouldn't have had a gun within 50 feet of him. There just be no gun on him, period, at 14 years old. Even if he lived in an open carry state, and I'm not, what did this happen there? Even if it's open carry state, he's not old enough to have a gun, right? So that's where we come in as a community, as parents, and uncles and so forth. And we got to make sure, you know, I mean, my grandson, Angelo, we walk around the house doing this crap that he got from some kid at his preschool, you know, and we nip that shit in the bag ASAP. No, you're not going to run around here doing this. You know, the days have changed with cowboys and Indians shooting guns. And there's no toy guns coming on Christmas Day in this house. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We're not putting that in his head that guns are good, you know.
Look what happened to Amir Rice.
This reminds me a lot what happened to this kid, Carl. You said George Floyd. This reminds me a lot of Trayvon Martin, actually. What happened to Trayvon?
Right, a vigilante type.
Yeah, so much what happened to Trayvon. Those guys should be in jail. But with that being said, man, you know, this young man shouldn't have had the gun. And maybe he wasn't shoplifting, you know, that's up to debate. You know, I don't know. I wasn't there.
I think he was running because he did have the gun. You understand what I'm saying? He was scared and he did not want to be caught with no damn gun. I really think that that's how he was thinking, and that's why he took off running. He did not expect those Asian people to run after him. You understand what I'm saying? Because he knew he didn't take anything. So he like, why they running? That was big. But also, this was a message to us to open our eyes about the Asian community and how they feel about us. Because ever since this happened, you've been seeing all these Asian people come out and share their opinion about us, Black Americans, and everything. So now that we know how y'all feel about us, we need not to spend no goddamn more money with y'all. And like you said, Brian, it is some that are cool. They nice. They very peaceful. I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. When they were saying that Black people was fighting Asian people, they was a goddamn lie. Because every time I look at an Asian person, I think about karate. Okay, I'm thinking that they about to kick our ass doing karate and shit. So I ain't never ever try to fight them, bother them. And I would tell other people, don't bother them. You understand? And we put karate flicks on the fucking map. Y'all should be happy about that too. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not messing with them. They're not getting my money. I'm not at all. They want to be down with whites, and whites don't even want their ass. So I'm not spending more money. And also to our children, please talk to your children. Be careful. The system is definitely not for us. So if you go out there with guns, knives, look at the Carmelo Anthony case that's going on right now.
Yeah.
They going around telling everybody it was a large kitchen knife. It was a little 5-inch flip knife that we have, that sometimes men have, and now his whole life is going to change because of this little knife. You understand? So regardless to us as black people is always going to be suspect. So when that young man, when they found the gun on him, they already was going to let that Asian man go because he felt scared.
But
And
here's
we
the other
all
problem.
feel
Here's the other
scared
problem,
by
real
black
quickly.
people.
The other problem, real quickly, Carl, is that we had what 4 black people on the jury. Is that what I understand?
Right.
We've been arguing about this forever. That black people need to be on the jury to save our black asses from stuff like this. Like we need to be on these juries. We get it. We hear it all the time. Well, black people don't sign up for jury duty, so we can't complain when things don't go our way. You know, like Carmelo Anthony guy has what all white jury he's coming up against, right? And you know, but so my point is, we had 5 black people on the jury, so it could have been a hung jury, he could have been acquitted, or he could have been found guilty, right? But those 5 black people chose not to convict this guy. So that's also confusing, you know, as hell. If this kid, and we didn't see all the evidence, we're just going by, you know,
The
social
evidence,
media
he
shit.
had a gun. That was enough evidence for the system.
Well, when you got a 14-year-old kid with a gun, you're absolutely right in America.
All right, I'm going to show. This is a video. There's in China. Then I'm going to come to you, Jazz J, because it looks like you had some issue with the fact that he had a gun. Well, that wasn't. I don't think that was enough. Just because, and I hear what you're saying, Kevin, and I think Darnell was agreeing with you that
Me
the fact
too.
that he didn't help his cause, and Tiffany. But
no, I said he shouldn't have been killed, and those guys should be in jail. My point about the gun is the point that he had the gun means that his parents let him down also and didn't do their job, because you do this long video crying about what a great kid he was, and I'm sure he was. And I saw the video on the exercise machine, and he looks like a great young kid. But this kid on the exercise machine, it looks like every 14-year-old in the backyard also somewhere in his neighborhood was able to pick up a freaking deadly weapon and have it on his person. And how long he had this weapon? Is he keeping it in the house? Is, you know, his mom know he had the weapon? You know, we got to do better as parents to make sure, you know, our kids ain't walking around with freaking weapons at 14 years old also.
All right, so this is so apparently in China they're making these dolls, and they make some of them black, they make some of them Caucasian, they make different, but for some reason the black dolls are being abused and people are making videos. This kind of explains why Asians, you know, for some reason the black dolls are the only ones that making videos about that are being abused. It just tells you how they see us.
A black baby doll is going viral right now, and videos show people stomping on it, boiling it, and throwing it for entertainment. When someone asked why the black version was chosen, a user allegedly explained that a white baby would feel too human, that people would feel bad hurting it. That one sentence is the story. A squeezable stress relief toy called the Natasha doll has taken over Chinese social media. It comes in multiple colors, but the dark-skinned version is the one dominating the videos. It's the one being beaten. It's the one being run over. It's the one being subjected to extreme handling for views and engagement. I'm Dr. Michael H. Ford, and this is a story you need to hear, because this is not new. In 1895, a doll called the Gollywog appeared in British children's books. A black caricature with exaggerated features rooted in the blackface minstrel tradition. It was not just a toy. It appeared on household items, food labels, greeting cards, and even advertisements. According to historians at the Jim Crow Museum of Racist Memorabilia, toys and games have long been one of the most pernicious ways to spread racist ideas, because they normalize those ideas in the minds of children before they are old enough to question them. And the Natasha doll is not the first time this has happened. happen in the digital age. In 2022, a BBC Africa Eye investigation exposed a Chinese content creator in Malawi who paid children as young as 9 $50 each to chant phrases in Mandarin that they could not understand. Those phrases included "I'm a black monster" and "my IQ is low." He sold those videos for up to $70 each on Chinese social media, making up to $380 a day. He was convicted. But the pattern did not end with his conviction. The dehumanization of black people did not begin online, but online platforms have given it a global audience, an algorithm, and a profit margin. When an entire community can be reduced to a stress relief object, and that reduction goes viral, we have to ask who benefits from that normalization, and we have to ask who pays the price. Healing starts with knowing. Follow for more.
Did they just throw that damn dog on the floor and it slapped on the floor?
Yeah. So
Oh no.
if that's what's happening over there, we don't know about that. We don't know that. That's how. But that, I mean, we know. I mean, like comedian Godfrey said, they just don't like it. These places just don't like us. But as far as I think we need a place to go to. If we're gonna boycott these Asian businesses, we need a place to go to. Where can we go if we can't just?
I'm sorry, everything is made in China. I mean, everything, even
No,
the men and the women that we deal with is made in China.
We're talking about the businesses in the community. Though we need, if we're gonna boycott the beauty salons and the nail salons and the liquor stores, we need a place to go to. But the thing is, the suppliers would not cooperate with black entrepreneurs.
I was about to tell you that because
that's all by design.
Yes.
So what do we do? I mean, like, because a guy made a video. He tried to open a black beauty salon, but the suppliers who are all Asian would not give him
to him. Yeah.
I mean, they gave him a really hard time. So, where do we go? So, Jazz J, your thoughts on
The only thing I can say is, like I said, I found out that there was a lot of black folks up here that ran their own shit.
Right.
I think black people just need to take more time to research and figure out where to go and work with our people. And if we have issues with the fucking prices, then you speak up about it. You know what I'm saying? It's all about communication and working with each other. So, but like I said, it's all this is by design. All of it's by design. Even the case with the boy that got killed. Do y'all think it's a coincidence that the lawyer was black? That they had 4 black jurors?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now. It's you know what I'm saying? It's all a setup. So
those could have been coons.
Exactly.
Right.
So, and then the lawyer said something along the lines of, I took the case because I wanted to prove how good of a lawyer I was. Basically, I wanted to prove that I can get a man off that killed this boy, and y'all can see how good of a lawyer I am because I got him off, and I'm black.
So he already knew he was going to get him off because of the gun that the boy had.
The gun. But and just to touch on what Kevin said earlier, you're absolutely right about us. First off, the him stealing is not up for debate. He didn't steal. It was on video.
Right.
So that's not up for debate. He didn't steal. He was on video. But you have to think about the fact that although you're 100% right about parents are failing by letting him get a gun. I was asking the same thing. He's 14 years old. He obviously wasn't violent because he didn't use it despite being hunted down. So, but at the same time, we also have to always remember that whether we have a gun or not, it does not matter. Trayvon Martin had an iced tea and Skittles. He had an iced tea and Skittles. Martin Luther King was peaceful. They killed him and Malcolm X, and they was two sides of the, two different sides of the spectrum. So,
right.
I think that at the end of the day, black folks are just gonna have to be uncomfortable, and I'm perfectly fine with that.
Yeah, I'm good with it too.
Fine with that. I've already boycotted. I've been going to my nail salon since I was 16. I am 35. That's 20 years with this man, and he got a black daddy. Still ain't going. I've located another because I asked my community about it, and they said one thing to me that made me decide to. I'm not. Where's his money going? He was raised by a Vietnamese mama, so his money ain't coming to our community. Has he always been good to me? Yes. Has he always been nice? Yes. At the end of the day, that don't mean shit. I'm pulling out, and I'm gonna go give my money to somebody that looks like me.
Yeah.
Right.
And
we have to do that.
Period.
We have to
It's
do
just
that.
we're gonna be uncomfortable. Some people, we got the money, right? We got the money. The money is there. Take the damn effort. You're gonna have to be uncomfortable. You might be bald headed for a week. It is what it is. It is what it is. At the end
Yeah.
of the day, we cannot focus on the people that don't want to participate. At the end of the day, what I learned is not only just about being uncomfortable. At the end of the day, they're gonna prosper from what progressive Black people do, regardless. If we boycott and actually make it somewhere, it does not matter to them because we can't delegate where our positivity goes. You benefit if you're Black. Period. We can't say we can't boycott and make a difference and say, well, this don't apply to coons. It's not. It's going to apply to them too. They're going to benefit off of it too. So they feel like they don't have to, because at the end of the day, if these Black people get something done positively, I'm still going to benefit from it, and I don't have to make myself uncomfortable along the journey.
Brian,
So are we talking about like nail salons are just in the hood or in Black neighborhoods? Do white
I think in
people don't
general.
go get their nails done? I'm just curious. I'm asking a question here.
You said what?
White people don't get their nails and feet done?
Oh no, white
They don't
people
get
get their
pedicure?
nails and feet done, but
But
you
they
will
get
see
them
more of their people
at the
in
white
there
shop.
doing the nails and stuff. Cause I just came to a hair show. They have Asian salons like do nails, but these are high
Mm-hmm.
end ones. But they
Okay.
also have their own girls that do the nails and all of that stuff. So they keep their money. The Asian people come into our community because they know that's where they're gonna make their most money. They'll find a space because they know we like looking good. We like getting our nails done. We like, being sharp, getting waxed. We need all of that stuff. That's why they know they're gonna make money from off of us. But again, it's other people that can be able to do the service that is professional, that can do the service, and we can give our money to them. Because I tell anybody, look at these local businesses. Do they do stuff for the community? Do they give out free stuff or have a cookout or show their
Mm-mm.
culture day? No. If they don't do that for the community and give back, you're not getting my money. You're not. I don't care if you Asian, West Indian, anything. If you are not for the community or Black Americans, that the ones that's really spending money with you, you're not getting my
Right.
money. I'm not. I'm not
Mm-mm.
spending my money.
can we do it though? Can we come together? Can we? I mean, the boycott, the bus boycott worked. You think that kind of stuff worked back then, but it doesn't work now because so many Black people are successful. I guess back then there were so many that weren't successful. Is that why it worked then? Because we were all on the same level. We didn't have a whole lot of Black millionaires and billionaires back then, but now we do. So now the Black people we are asking to suffer for a bit, they're like, no, I'm trying to get this money, so I don't have time to be doing all this boycott stuff. So I don't know, Brian, can we realistically suffer a bit?
I think we can. It's just a matter of choosing to. I had two things. I got a good friend of mine, high school friend of mine. We played basketball together, and he said something that kind of just hit me. He said, the problem is a lot of us are now making six figures, and we ain't got that dog in us that our grandparents had. We done got comfortable. And there's just a lot of us, we've been so used to being told no that we think that going into these other people's communities is like a flex. Going into their nail salons, going into their restaurants, we think it's a flex. But we got to get out of that. Because one thing I heard, I remember I don't think this person was Asian, but it was a store owner who was not Black, but was in the Black community. He said they refer to us as Black people as liquid gold because they know that when they set something up in our neighborhoods, that it is going to thrive. They know. And so they bank on this. And so they know that they can mistreat us. They know that they can be rude to us. They know that they don't have to provide the same customer service that they would to somebody white who will not allow them to have a business in their communities. So you asked if we can do it. Yeah, we can. Again, our grandparents did it. We just have to decide, like a lot of us on this panel right now, a lot of us on this show right now, are already deciding to do. We have to just decide to do it. We have to put our feet down and be willing to be inconvenienced. As Jazz said, as a few others have said, we just got to do it.
No, you have to do it. I was telling some people about the beauty supply industry. Me being in the beauty industry for over 26 years, you know, the beauty supply store, a man told me, he said half the stuff on these in these aisles, on these counters is not good for us. They sell it because we buy it. You understand? And that's sad. You understand that we buy it and it's not good for us. And that's what made me really change up how I buy beauty supplies, what I do, what I spend my money on, because they just want you to buy something and we'll buy it. We always want a quick fix. That's what's wrong with us. We want quick fixes. We want to get this, and then the things don't work. So again, we have to be careful with how we spend our money, where we put it into. Put it into yourself, and you can find Black-owned businesses. You can go online, you can go on Instagram, you can hashtag it. You can be able to find anything that you need. They got Rizza Islam doing pads. I don't know if y'all know Rizza Islam.
Yeah, I saw that. He's doing.
Yeah, he's doing peace pads. You know, me and my mother, we supported him. We did the peace pads. We just feel you should put more sticky on the back, you know. But it's good. I bought it because he Black. You understand? And you know, if he's supporting and he's putting back in, come on, I'm gonna do it. You know. So again, it's things out there that we can support. They have local festivals and people communities where people have vending. They make their own stuff. They make their own soaps and stuff. They're all natural stuff. Buy stuff like that. We can buy, instead of going in here buying all these chemical stuff, soaps, lotions, and all of that. That's not really good for us. And we wondering why we coming up with skin cancers, thyroid cancers, all these different types of, because a lot of this stuff is not good for us, and they don't care about us.
Yeah. All right. Here's this Asian man. He wants peace in the community.
Boycott Asian businesses. Look, I know many people are angry. They think justice needs to be served. So they want to boycott Asian businesses. I know emotions are high, and if this is how you think there's going to be some justice, okay, I'm okay with it. But then when does it end? When is it, okay, we've boycotted Asian businesses enough, justice is served, now let's move on. I just personally don't think this is the solution. If anything, it produces more tension, creating some unnecessary race war. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of Asian business owners that are like, what happened? Where's all my Black customers? They're just trying to make a living. They're just trying to make money. Now, what's the answer? I don't know. If you have any productive recommendations, please comment below. But personally, I just don't think boycotting Asian businesses achieves anything.
Because he don't want his cousins and his grandparents and his homeboys' businesses to be affected. No, we're not messing with y'all. Y'all need a time out. I'm sorry. All Asian, them Asian Indians, them East Asians, them West, all of them need time out, especially when it's
Did he
dealing with
ask for
our
a
money.
productive recommendation?
Right.
Does the, because I got one for him. He can go straight to hell. Go straight to hell. Some of y'all, a lot of Asians being arrogant, but some of them know better, and that's what this is. You know,
they know better.
We pay your livelihood. So I don't think we should. Motherfucker, you don't like us. Stop lying. Stop lying. Because we like I said, we're the reason you buying a house. We're the reason you have nice cars. We're the reason you're paying to put your kids in fucking private schools. That's what you're trying to do. Don't act like you like us. And if you were down for Black people, you would understand the boycott and just accept it. Because at the end of the day, your people fucked up.
So are we gonna do this with everybody then? Because nobody likes us.
Bye.
Are we gonna do
support people that support you.
We're gonna do some Africans and Jamaicans, Trinidadians. We're going down the whole goddamn list. Nobody likes Black people if that's the case.
I don't eat Jamaican food no more.
When does it end at? When does it end?
Once Trump brought the dog out of everybody, it was not hard for me to cut everybody off. I
You
don't need
brought the
no
dog
curry
out of me.
goats. I can learn how to make it at
Right.
the house.
Okay,
Right.
he's making it clear. So we're
Yeah.
angry at
Right.
everybody getting some. Okay.
Everybody
Yeah. No.
can get it.
Everybody getting some. Okay, I was making sure because
Yeah.
they all
Everybody.
go just
Everybody
beat up on
gets.
the Asian guy. Everybody got to get some because
Yeah,
other
they
than
don't
call
like
yard,
us.
other people from the islands don't like our ass either.
No, they can go. They can
So,
go. The Africans done showed their ass. Jamaicans done showed their ass. Haitians done showed their ass. I'm not with
yeah,
it.
that's what I'm
I'm
saying.
zero
And
tolerance.
try to get
I support whoever
try to
support
get a cab
us.
tomorrow in
That's
New York
it.
City and watch that pass your black ass by. That's what I'm saying.
I
So
ain't in New York City. I
I'm,
drive.
I'm neither am I. I'm in upstate New York. I'm just saying we know what happens when we try to flag down cabs, though, right? So I'm just saying that's been the history of trying to get cabs in New York. They or DC, where I grew up at, they pass you by. But yeah, so everybody can get some then. Which I'm just saying nobody likes us if that's the case, right?
No, I
Yeah,
stopped. I don't even celebrate 4th of July anymore.
Nah.
I
Forget
stopped that
that.
a long time ago. I
yeah,
celebrate
me too.
Juneteenth.
Me too. Yeah, I stopped celebrating the 4th of July.
So if we could, like I said before, and when I was on here last, if we could multiply us on this panel by millions, we can get somewhere. I wish everybody had this mindset, but the fact of the matter is that's the downfall of our community. We have people that just don't want to unify. They are
Yeah.
comfortable. They don't want to be uncomfortable. They just want to, why can't we just live? And you know what? That's the same question we asking, honey. Why can't we just live? But we ask them in a different tone than you're asking.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Here's this sister. She's giving her opinion on the whole boycott thing.
Hello, family. I just don't understand how black people can even trust eating food that Koreans cook. As much as they hate you, you can feel it when you go into their stores and you order food. You can feel that they don't like you. You can't tell me you don't feel it. All right? Everything is always straight business, serious face, not even a smile after they get your money. It's like, it's just straight business. They don't like you. And you trust eating the food that they cook? Are you serious? Could you imagine what they're saying in the back? Can you imagine? I can imagine that these people, right, will get something off the floor that was eaten by mice and pick it up, sweep the leftovers up and stick it in the food and mix it and then laugh about it and say, guess what? We're going to get this to the next nigga. I can see them doing shit like that because they hate you, okay? And it's not just skin color because they love them some Africans. Because have you ever noticed lately that the African stores, the beauty supply stores, right? They always got these Africans working there now. And the ones who run hotels, Africans working there. So they're developing a secret relationship with these Africans. You know what I'm saying? See, these people are bonding together and they're up to something. See, we need to figure out what the fuck are they up to next while we're worrying about and, what they just did today or yesterday. We need to be able to anticipate the next motherfucking move these motherfuckers making. First of all, they're getting very bold on social media, right? They starting to come out and talk about really what they feeling. These were some quiet people.
Yeah, here's speaking of getting bold on social media, here's an Asian guy, pretty bold.
I've been seeing a lot of black people on the internet saying, oh, we gotta boycott the Asians and the Chinese people. Like, bro, y'all sound stupid as hell, bro. Most of y'all, like, why you got beef with the Asians and the Chinese people? By the end of the weekend, I promise, more than half of you guys are gonna be going out to the Chinese buffets and ordering shit from China. So who the fuck are you kidding? Saying, oh, they hate us, they wanna get rid of us, blah, blah, blah. Have you ever thought about why they hate you motherfuckers? Why everybody hates y'all motherfuckers? Because y'all don't know how to behave. Damn.
You think he was Asian? He looked like he was Spanish.
He sounds Mexican.
Mexican, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Carl can't really
But you know what I
recognize
noticed? Nobody cares about the fact that a life was taken. All they're talking about their finances. Like that's all they're worried about.
Message.
Hello.
Nobody has said anything about the kid that's died. They're
No,
all
it's a message.
Yeah.
It's a message. And they don't care. The whites don't care and stuff like that. So that's why we have to start caring and talk more too. Listen, I talk to my nephews. My 14-year-old nephew don't walk around with no goddamn gun. Okay? He's not walking. I don't even let him walk around with a damn pocket knife.
My son has
Just
never even seen a
because, and
gun.
he do it because he like, you like it's like a tool knife, I don't even want to walk around like that because I said they're gonna think it's a gun or something. Just don't do it. And it's sad that we have to feel like that, but a white kid can do it. But we can't do it because that's threatening. They feel like we're threatening them or we're trying to hurt them. And that's why that man, Mr. Chow, and white people, why they already react off of us, because they feel threatened by us. And it's sad. It's really, really sad. And we really don't care about them. We really don't even be paying them no damn attention. We be trying to, I be trying to stay distance from their ass. That's why that boy ran. He was trying to get the hell away.
Yeah.
My thing is, how threatened are you if you are willing to build a store in my neighborhood?
That part.
How threatened are you? You aren't that threatened.
No, you're not.
You aren't that threatened. You know that we are there to purchase a bottle of water, a bag of chips like the next guy. But the thing is you have been conditioned to mistreat us as your way of trying to earn a proximity to whiteness. You're trying to have that proximity to whiteness. You watch them mistreat us, so you think that you're going to garner some type of favor with them by mistreating us. No, you don't. You act that way towards me. I'm not going to fight you. You come at me, okay? Yeah, I'm going to fight you then. But I'm not going to fight. I'm not going to fight to spend my money with you. I'm just going to leave.
Yes. And the crazy part about that is 90% of crimes that are racially motivated against Asians are white people.
Yes.
Exactly.
90%.
That
90%.
is true. That is absolutely
so
true.
You're trying
it's the truth. I told you we don't want to fight them because we think they know karate.
It's a coping mechanism because the people you want to like you don't fucking like you.
Yeah.
Right.
Who was it that put them in the endearment camps that put the Japanese in endearment? Wasn't that the American government?
Hello.
Okay.
When black
we
people,
don't do
black people
to
fought
nobody.
to get them out of the camps. Black people fought to get them out of those internment camps, and black people fought to get them reparations that we never got.
Mm-hmm.
That's our problem. We fighting for everybody else, but they not fighting for us. Okay.
Just for them to get an anti-Asian hate bill before we did.
On a lighter note, Tiffany, I've been to Asia, and I saw some street fights break out because of a car accident. They don't know no karate. I've seen fist fights in Seoul, Korea, and in Japan because they some horrible drivers. That's for damn sure. And the slightest fender bender, and they jump out and start swinging on each other. They're not like we get a fender bender here in the States and we call the cops. Or no, they get out and start swinging. And I swear to God, there was no karate done. I was laughing my ass off. I'm like, these fools I'm in an Asian country and don't see no karate, no kung fu, no mixed martial arts, just straight haymakers being thrown. And these guys are going at it. Okay, this is on a lighter note. Everybody don't know karate.
The point is, we don't mess with them. We don't bother them. We don't bother nobody. We be minding our damn business.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. But, we still, like I said, Farrakhan tickets back in the 80s, stopped supporting these stores, and we didn't stop. We kept on going in these stores. I grew up in D.C., man. On every corner in Washington, D.C., there was a corner store owned by Asians, and they all had everything there from alcohol to cigarettes to every bad grape sodas and candy, and
they had everything black people like.
Everything black people in the hood would like, and all the marijuana papers all up in the thing, and all the different paraphernalia for drugs and stuff like that.
They hustle. It's a hustle.
Everything, that they thought low income people would want. Because there's no Whole Foods, there's no real grocery stores, so they just catered all this bad stuff, and it was on every corner, And they weren't living in these neighborhoods. They come in, open their store up. Before the sun went down, they closed and went back to Northern Virginia, in Maryland to suburban neighborhoods. But they thrived on these hoods in Southeast DC and Northeast DC, those areas where I grew up at, I've seen them all in eyes, yeah, but it's just weird. It's bad, but I don't think it's all Asian people.
No,
That
it's not all Asian
you
people. We
know.
we
Well, it's
know
not all
that.
Asian, but we right. But you and I and Daryl and Darnell and Brian, we catch hell just because we're black, right? Just one
Yeah.
black, right?
We catch hell from everybody because we're black, though, guys. Everybody, not it's not just Asians. Everybody fucks with us, man. Everybody got a beef with black people. It don't matter if you go into an Asian store, you go
Yep.
into. I went into a hair store here in New York where I live at to get some earrings and stuff. Some studs, man. And that was run by some. I think they're from. I don't know what. I don't really know part where they're from. They're not. I mean, they're not straight Americans. They're from some African country. Looks like, but the fools watching me like crazy, man. Every aisle I went down, I had eyeballs on me. You know what I'm saying? And I was in the hood, though.
Okay, so
Where shoplifting probably does happen a lot, right? So I mean, so here I got some guy darker than me watching my ass on every aisle I go in. He's from some
no.
African country, right? I'm going out.
They're the security for the Asian people. What I am learning right now, because they know in these past 5-6 years, black people been stepping off, right, and haven't been supporting them because I haven't been supporting them. What they're doing now is putting black people in the front, and you think that they own this place or they run this place. It's not. Even all of those seafood spots, those crab juicy spots.
Yeah,
When I
yeah,
went
yeah.
to the South, it was nothing but black people in the front, but the Asian people was in the back running it. You understand? So we have to be careful with that too, because they will put black people in the front to try to not let us know that it's Asian people, because they know that we are not playing with them. We are starting to stand firm. We spend too much money for y'all to be treating us bad. Again, I'm not supporting no one that does not support us. I don't care if you
Mm-mm.
Asian, African, West Indian, white. If you not supporting us and you not nice to us or you disgusting, I'm not supporting you. You're not getting my money. I don't
All right.
care.
In case you guys are wondering how things are going in Africa between the Africans and the Chinese, here's a Chinese. I guess he has a business in Africa, but here we go.
How they let the Asian man come in their country and take over and come there and slap
Oh
one
no,
of
no,
your
no, no. I
people?
love that for them. I love that for them. Slap his ass again. I love that for them.
Yeah.
Y'all
Because
got
it's
everything. Africa has everything they need. They come and get all of those different rocks and chips and all of that
mm-hmm,
for their electronics. And y'all let them come over there and rob, steal from y'all and everything. But y'all
mm-hmm.
so caught up in y'all tribalism, tribe against this tribe or you against evil and all of that stuff, when y'all need to be really coming for them and trying to build a foundation for your country. That's what y'all need to be doing. That's sad.
I mean, how do you, like you said, Tiffany? How do you let that happen in Africa? And all of those black people standing around, and the guy who's recording seems to be laughing, or whoever it was seems to be laughing.
They think that's
You know?
funny.
Because
Uh,
they worship white people.
Yeah.
exactly.
They worship white people, plain and simple. Africans, and I've gotten into several discussions with this. I've told you guys on this show before. I ran track in college, and a lot of my teammates were West Indian, from the Caribbean and African, and me coming in there at 18 years old, looking at them like, "Hey, we're the same." They were very quick to tell me that no, we are not. And I had to kind of educate them on, okay, you keep that mentality. I want to talk to you in about 2 years. And they quickly they kind of learn, like Jazz was saying, I hope he gets slapped again. That's how I was with them, because they had to catch those slaps. They had to think that they were going to, marry some of these white daughters, and then the dad come down and be like, oh, no, you're not. They had to have their nigga moment, and to understand that they were viewed the same as us. And so they have this mentality, though, that I remember seeing with a lot of them. Since we're now in our 50s now, a lot of them have broken out of it, but a lot of them come with that mentality of they are going to show white people how much better they are than us. And then you have a lot of Asians who want that proximity to whiteness, so they act like white people in order to, again, curry favor with them. So yeah, that's how they go. That's how China goes over there. China throws big money. I got some of those teammates I was telling you about. They have bought up Jamaica, from what I understand. There's one of my teammates. He won a gold medal, or not a gold. He won bronze in the '96 Olympics for Jamaica. He's like, man, China owns everything.
Yeah,
in
the
Jamaica.
beaches and everything.
Yeah, China comes and throws in big money at Africa. And you have I've heard a lot of Africans who are tired. They're like, you're selling our country off our countries off to these people. It's like,
they're political leaders.
Yeah, their political leaders are selling land. They give them, I'm hearing that they'll lock these African countries into 100-year leases. That's
they stupid. Oh
yeah,
my
100-year leases and things
It's
like
laughable.
that. I know that's some. Say again.
I said it's laughable.
Right, it is, and so they that's how they're going in there, and they're getting this. China's just throwing around big money.
Yeah,
you know what Castro said? Sorry, Castro said before he died. He said, if y'all ever let people in, you never let them buy, you let them rent. Okay, rent. You don't want them to buy, especially people coming from other countries. They'll come and try to take over, because he saw what he had to go through with the whites back in the days, back in the 40s and the 50s and stuff. And he said, never let nobody. So anybody that's y'all letting in y'all countries, y'all not letting them rent. You understand? They supposed to rent.
Right.
Don't let them buy none of y'all land, because they're going to feel like they own it. Why you think they still got them whites down there in in South Africa acting up? They feel like we was born there. We ain't going nowhere. But your family started apartheid.
Right.
Like, come on.
Well, here's what they do. I know they come in, like Jamaica, for instance. They went to Jamaica and they built these super highways. Jamaicans weren't able to get from one part of the island to the other part of the island. It took like 4 hours. Now it takes like an hour. They cut through because they built these super highways, but they own it and they get all the toll money, and and they build bridges. They do all kinds of stuff, for these
infrastructure.
Yeah,
what their own people not doing.
They build the same thing in Africa. They build railways, the trains, all that kind of stuff. Listen, Barbados, where I'm from, they just gave Barbados like 50 electric buses. So, and when I go back, I tell my friends, don't let the Chinese in. They go, well, they're already here, because the country's borrowing money from China, and they take buses from China. They're taking all this stuff from China, and of course, I'm sure China's getting something in return. Now we're seeing Chinese workers on construction sites, and of course, Barbados is not a super rich country, so there are people there who need jobs, but they can't get the jobs because the Chinese, when they're building this infrastructure, they're bringing in their people to build the infrastructure. So then, you know what I mean? So, are they stupid? The government, of course, on the back end, those are the people making the money. So the politicians are the ones making the money. So then the people,
they selling their own country.
Right. Yeah, they are selling their own people.
Yeah,
but Brian, you talked about people from Africa and the Caribbean saying that they're not black, and I've heard that so many times, and I know exactly what they mean, and I've told you guys what they mean. when anyone from the Caribbean say or Africa says they're not black. When you come to America, and there's no one that can dispute what I'm going to say, because I went through it, you can tell Black Americans are treated differently. You see it right away, and you realize that Black Americans are treated differently. And to differentiate yourself from the Black Americans, you're quick to say, I'm not Black American. They don't mean they're not black. They just want you to know I'm black, but I'm not that black. I'm not those over there.
Black like that.
The good
I'm the
black.
docile West
Yes,
Indian.
yes, that's what they're
We
trying
all right with you, white massa.
Yes, because when and I've told you guys this, when white people realize that I'm not Black American, their whole attitude changes. Totally changes. Complete 180. When they find out I'm before I open my mouth, I get the you know what I mean? You get the microaggressions, the all the little things that comes with when you're in white spaces. So that is why Black Africans and Black people from the Caribbean are quick to say we're not black. Again, know they're black, but they don't want to be associated with the Black Americans because they see how society treats Black Americans, and they don't want none of that smoke. So
they get it anyway.
Of course they get. Of course they get it anyway.
Still a nigga.
Yeah.
Once you step foot on American soil, I don't care what you is before you come here.
Absolutely.
You step foot on American soil, you a nigga now. That's what they need to understand.
You are absolutely a black person.
But in their head, they don't know that. And you also have to keep in mind that when white people come to the Caribbean, you think they come to with the attitude they have here. White people are the sweet. Like, you would not believe. I don't know if you've ever been outside of the U.S. and encounter white people. They're not the same. And I think it's probably because they're not in America. They're outside of their, comfort zone. So they're smart. I was telling somebody, have you ever had white people walking towards you smiling like they're happy to see you? I mean, I experienced that almost my whole life. And they're coming towards you and they have a big smile on their face like they're happy to see you. So you would think when you come to America, it's going to be a country of white people who are happy to see you.
No.
Look, that's why I was looking at him like, a white person come to me smiling like that, I'm running.
Right.
I'm gonna think something wrong.
I'm like, oh, hell no.
Right. So I get it. When I do not argue when Black Americans say are upset with people from the islands or people from Africa. I don't know why Africans are the way they are because I've never lived in Africa. I don't know why they take the side. I don't know, but I can definitely speak for my island folks, and I know that they But like Brian says, quickly they find out it doesn't matter. And as Jazz said, once you set foot on American soil, I have white people invite me. But they say like, hey, if you ever come to America, you can come stay with us, and all this stuff, and you get bullshit, right?
I was about to say if they invite you over, they trying to get one of your kids.
It's a setup.
Big setup. Yeah,
it's a setup.
Yeah, so I get it. Yeah, I get it. And I wish we could all unite, and I mean the people from the Caribbean. I wish we. But there's still to this day, but there are some people, even though they've been through all the stuff with the white people in America, they still hang in there. And another reason that we hang in there is because in the back of our minds, we know this is not our country. We know that. We come to this country to make money, go back, either build a house or open a business. So we come here.
You talking about West Indian people?
Yes,
from,
okay. West Indian, Caribbean, Jamaican, Barbados, Trinidadian.
Right.
We come to this country. In the back of our minds, we know this is not my country. We find out the white people are, these white people. But I'm gonna stick it out. I'll kiss their ass, make my money, and then I go back to my country because I don't need to. This is
right.
not.
We can't do that as Black Americans.
Right. Right. Is that fair? Absolutely not, because you're coming here and you're able to get a job because Black Americans died. I don't know how many times I can say this. Black Americans died so you can have a job. So you can even come to this country. Black Americans died, literally died. And they went, they marched, know it, right? Black Americans got together and go, hey, we're going to go march because we got to fight to vote, knowing that they can die.
Yeah.
And
many did die.
But that's not, and many did die. And they knew that leaving the house, knowing we're going to go march today because such is happening.
For equal rights.
For equal rights. But knowing that we're going to, and the reason Black people from other countries can be in this country is because of Black Americans. And I was telling a friend of mine the other day, I'm not exactly sure why no one wants to acknowledge that. No one wants to seem to give Black Americans kudos, say thank you, or this, you know what I mean? Is like no one,
because they know what that's going to cost them when they do.
What's it going to cost them just to say, hey, you guys, you know, we're apology or thank you, or you guys built. I mean,
see,
you built America.
The racism's biggest weapon is anonymity and not being talked about. It being quiet. One of the nicknames that the KKK gives itself is the hidden empire. And so they don't want it talked about. They don't want it discussed at all. So for an African or a West Indian to come here and to acknowledge that to a racist, you are saying that you are with them, meaning us, Black Americans. They do not want that distinction. They do not want to be lumped in with us. So they're not going to say a word. They are complicit with it in that. And the reason that like you mentioned, the microaggressions going away, Carl, they go away because you're a tool to them. They can use Africans and West Indians to say, look, we're not racist. Look at how we treat this guy. They don't have any guilt connected to you. There's no guilt associated with you. They have guilt when they see me, and I tell them, I give them my last name. I tell them, yeah, I've relatives who have traced our people back to being on this certain plantation in Clinton, South Carolina. That now they have guilt associated because they know what they have done to make things hard for me and mine. But with somebody from the Caribbean or somebody from Africa, it's like, oh, we haven't done anything to you. So that's where the microaggressions and things, they go away because they're like, okay, we can kind of be okay with him because he's not mad at us. They know that with us, we have a problem with them and we have a right to.
Yeah.
We don't push white supremacy like that either.
Say again?
We don't push white supremacy like that. The other right. Asians, Latinos, whatever, Africans, they push white supremacy. So like you said, they get used as a tool. They get used as a tool to push whatever message they're gonna, try to push from people that look like us. And then when they're done with you, they dispose of you and they treat you like a nigga again. So what I don't understand is how come y'all don't learn from that?
You mean the West Indian, how they don't learn from
any of them, Latinos, anybody? How come y'all don't learn from that?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like I said, a lot of people from the West Indian, the Caribbean people, they're here for a certain time, and they're just gonna put up with it, and then they're gonna bounce.
They're gonna go back home, right?
Go back home.
Yeah. And then we got to deal with this bullshit. No.
Yeah.
Right.
They're just here for the money, so they would kiss the white man's ass. They would put up with the racism. They would, whatever it is they need to put up with, because they know
they can leave.
Exactly. Is it right? No. You should stand with Black Americans, because the reason you are here again is because they died for you to have a job. But I don't think that registers in either and they don't care, or it doesn't register. But
Carl, y'all got a big ass mansion over in your country, don't you, Carl? Don't lie. Carl got a big mansion over this country. Me and Tiffany be doing this show by ourselves next week, Carl. I'm out of here.
I do that. Well, we're gonna wrap it up. I want to thank everyone for watching. We had a lot of our usual racist people in the comments, but I didn't read any of the comments. And we also had some people who were very positive towards us, but I don't see how people see what we do as racist and complaining. I have not heard one complaint for this whole show. Not one complaint. But in the comments, they're saying we're complaining, we are whiners, we are.
Go to hell.
I think
You got a problem with it, get off this podcast. Like I said last time, this is black business. This is black business.
Right.
You got an issue, go make your own podcast and talk about it. Don't talk about it here.
Yeah, and you know, and that's just your. I've heard it said once that your projection is your confession. You know, they're projecting their BS on us. It's fun. It's kind of funny to read what these underachieving morons say. You know, but I mean, it's like, how sad are you? How pathetic are you that you have to come to a podcast for people that you don't like?
Exactly.
How pathetic are you? You know,
that's why they're there, because they're pathetic. They don't got nothing else better to do instead of choosing out or scrolling or going to something that really they like somebody like they asked. They want to be over here going in, but it's all right because we appreciate all of y'all in the comments because that helps us with the algorithm. Okay, thank you very much. Shout out to everybody in the comment section.
So keep coming with your mediocrity.
But like Brian said, I've seen so many podcasts where they're not talking, or they're talking about things I don't like, I don't care to hear. I don't log in and say anything. But I think they feel the need to spread their hate.
That's all they have.
Yeah, they just feel a need. But let me just say this, and this is how I see racist white. I believe that racist white people cannot help it. I do believe this. I believe it's in their DNA.
Oh yeah,
it's a sickness.
I do believe it. So,
it's a mental condition.
Yeah, I believe they are who they are. They will always be who they will be. There's nothing we can do to call for a kumbaya moment. It's not a moment where we're gonna get racist white people to wake up one morning and change. I think they love to hate. It's just part of who they are. And
also they ignorant too. They don't know a lot. It's not like we are on the top of their list of learning us. They don't know about us. They don't know about the history, and it was also done on purpose where they don't know about what's going on with us, because they don't care. So, and again, like you said, it's in their DNA. It's in the DNA of America. That's it. I don't understand why today this world is not a black and white world anymore. This is a multicultural world, and they need to be treated as such. That's why everything needs to be started over and done all over again, because it's out of whack, and we seeing it right now just by with Trump being in office. And another reason why a lot of people are not protesting and going out there, they want us to go out there and protest. They're trying everything up under the book to try to get us out there. They killing young boys. They hanging people on the down low. But we are holding up, and we're just praying, because let me tell you something. They want us out there so they can be able to hurt us. And I'm not trying to give it to them. I'm not. I think that we marched enough back in the 50s and the 60s and the 70s. We marched enough. It's for white people to go out there and talk to their own damn people. I'm tired.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So they are who they are. They've been consistent for the last 600 years, right? The racism has not gone up. It hasn't gone down. It hasn't gone sideways. It has remained consistent. And when I watch like CNN or any of these other shows, and I see these black journalists arguing with the white racist Trump supporters, and I mean, like, why are you even talking? Why are you even talking to them?
Why waste your time?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
I guess it's for ratings or it's entertainment, because these men, they are teaching their children to be just like them.
Yes.
So it's just a waste of time. But again, I want to thank everyone. Brian, thank you so much for coming on, brother. Jazz J, thank you so much. Please pick up Jazz J's book, The Ancestors.
pick up Brian's 2 books, Town Secrets and The Nightmare's Edge, and I think Brian is writing another book. Are
Yeah,
you,
it'll
Brian?
be out in a couple of weeks. Is in formatting right now. It's going to sum up that series, the Dark Journey series. You can find it listed on Amazon under the Dark Journey series.
Also, our resident Kevin Lee, a book called Playing with Fire. You can get that on Amazon. There's some funny stuff in it. There's some heartbreaking stuff in there, and there's lots of emotion. It's like a roller coaster of emotions in Kevin's book, Playing with Fire. With that said, usually when we end the show, we usually ask these questions. You don't have to answer if you have nothing to say. That's fine. But I'll start with Brian. Brian, anything you learned on the show today or that you want to share before we leave?
Just learn that there are a lot of us who are willing to do what it takes to experience the discomfort that we need to experience, to send the message that needs to be sent, which is we don't have to be bothered with you. And we would really rather you not be bothered with us.
Jazz J, any message for the people?
I agree with Brian. Stay out of our space. Anybody that got a problem with us, go to hell. Just stay out of our space so we can try to live and do what we need to do for us.
All right. Tiffany, anything you want to share?
First, I want to thank everyone on the panel for being here tonight. We really appreciate y'all. We always want different opinions and for us to have the conversation because we don't have a lot of platforms like this that really just sit and talk and, have therapy within each other, about what's going on, what's the latest topics. We don't do this to be racist. We do this because we want to talk about what's going on. We don't make this shit up. I mean, we don't make it up. It's right there on the news. It's there. So, again, we want to protect our children. It's sad that Cyrus lost his life and his family is grieving and going through it, but we want to make sure that we learn from his death. We have to learn from these young people deaf in these different situations on how people feel about us and what can we do to make sure we keep our children alive. And one is check their goddamn bags. I'm sorry. A 14-year-old, any type of child don't supposed to have no type of weapon, especially if you're black. Because they're already going to think that we're aggressive and they're going to shoot at us.
Yep.
We need to teach our children that. I'm sorry. It's just real. I have to tell my nephews that. And it hurts that I have to because white people don't have to do this. Asian people don't have to do this. You understand all different cultures. They don't have to do this. But we have to warn our children. So please communicate with your children because we want them to live. We want them to live. We don't want to be going through this. We don't want to go through crying. We don't want to go through these court sessions, all of this stuff. We definitely don't want no jail food. Okay? So again, please make sure you like and subscribe, leave a comment, and let us know what you think. And again, our sincere condolences out there. We lost Peebo Bryson last week. I'm still getting over that, okay?
Yeah, that one hurt.
But definitely
That hurt.
yeah. So, there's a lot going on, but definitely we appreciate you and we do not own the rights to the content, the music. These are our opinions only, and everything that we talked about tonight is alleged, okay? So again, like and subscribe.
All right, Darnell Wright, brother, any parting words you have for us?
Oh, I just learned that we're all on the same page that proximity to whiteness is the reason that racism will continue to thrive. That's what it comes down to. That's just what so people don't crave to have that attention. Other races don't crave to have that attention and to want to be so close to whiteness, then we will continue to have these kind of issues, unfortunately.
Let me pick. You think that white people have created this hierarchy of whiteness that it's kind of hard for people to break away from that we will always see that as something to achieve to or something to aspire to, that whiteness?
I think so. I actually believe that other races, we was talking about other races when they come to this country and how they don't even see themselves like whether it's Jamaican, people from the island, Africans, they don't see themselves as black when they come to the country. It's almost like we not them. Look at them. You see these black people? They're the bad guys. I'm part of you guys. It's all of us, and then it's them. And until people don't have that mindset, then it will continue. We'll always have problems, not with just white people, but with everyone that is not. With people of color, we'll always have these problems with getting shot by that unfortunate situation with the Asian guy or whatever it is. We'll continue to have these problems long as people have want to have that proximity to whiteness, because everyone that comes to this country just truly believes that they're better than black people.
Yeah,
right.
Kevin, brother, anything you learn or you want to share?
We had a chance to shut all of this down back in the 80s when we saw the Rodney King beaten on video, and we didn't. We chose to burn down our own neighborhoods in Los Angeles at the Rodney King beating. Same thing. Dr. King was assassinated. We burned down neighborhoods. We burned down neighborhoods when Freddie Gray was killed in Baltimore. We burned down some of Baltimore. George Floyd. I mean, it's been, Breonna Taylor, Sandra Bland. I mean, Freddie Gray. The list goes on and on and on of young black people that have died at the hands of people like George Zimmerman and police officers and things like that. And we get angry. We do podcasts. We burn a couple of stores. We protest peacefully, whatever the case may be, and we're still back here. So we'll be back here again because we're gonna lose another young black soul, unfortunately, probably this year or early next year. It's gonna continue to happen, and we're comfortable. We're comfortable. Like you said, it's not enough people that's not comfortable. It's too many billionaires, millionaires, people living in nice homes and driving nice cars and nice jobs and just living their lives. And, we'll be angry about this kid, losing his life. But I haven't gotten over Trayvon Martin,
Basically, yeah.
I'm still sad when I see Sandra Bland's face pop up on anniversary of her death. Or Breonna Taylor. Or the brother that was shot eating ice cream in his own apartment, or George Floyd. And it just nonstop. Eric Gardner, who choked to death over some cigarettes, right? Loose cigarettes, it's just, we've been like going through this forever, man. And the list is long. And this is another dude, a young man that's added to that list, Every year they put out a thing on social media of all the black people I just named and the other ones I left out, there's too many to name, that has been murdered, by police or people like that.
Senselessly, yeah.
And now this kid's going to be on that list the next time one comes out,
Yeah.
I see on social media all the time, picture of they keep getting bigger and bigger. Bigger and better, just get bigger and bigger every year. And now they're going to add this young man's face. He's going to be on T-shirts and he's going to be, the face. We'll be, giving him shout outs like we do Tamir Rice or somebody of that nature, We didn't shut this down when it happened. When the Rodney King thing happened, we should have shut this down. We didn't. And it's just continue to happen and happen. So I don't know what the answer is. We stop eating egg rolls. Is that going to change the deal? I don't know.
You gotta have more hope than that, though.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm being honest, though. I'm being bluntly honest as I can.
We can make our own egg rolls.
Yes, we can. But are we? I'm talking about millions of black people. We're talking about 6 people on this panel. We're talking about millions of black people that we're trying to get to say, okay, yes, let's do this. That means that's us, all regular, normal day, everyday people. That's our celebrities, our black celebrities, our black NFL players, our black NBA players, our singers. Who's the most popular singer right now? Is he gonna stop it? Is Chris Brown gonna stop eating Chinese? Like we're gonna get everybody on the same page in this country to say enough is enough. We're not playing no football. We're not playing no basketball. We're not hitting no baseballs. We ain't doing nothing until this crap stops. You know, and it takes that type of powerful people to say, hey, because little people can like us. We have a voice. We exercise it here every Sunday on the Black Therapy Show, but we have a voice. We have power, but it takes the whole village to say enough is enough. You know. And I just don't see how that happens right now. I'm just being honest.
I'm still gonna have some hope. Keep y'all black asses from them people's stove.
We just had a Target boycott. Target
And
lost
I
what?
ain't shop at
Target lost
Target, and
millions
every
of
time I
dollars,
go over there, I get scratchy and
and
itchy.
a lot of people aren't going to go back. The Target boycott is obviously over at this point.
Yeah.
But
No, nobody
a lot
going in there. They
of
still
people
not.
won't go back. They're not going back, right? Some people go, I still ain't going back. You know, and that's a good thing. Then they're also, okay, it's over. We're gonna go back. Target lost a lot of money, right?
Who said the Target boycott was over?
Black people are starting to go back into the store because we still not making enough
Oh,
noise.
I've never heard of that. I
Nah,
heard
me
what's
neither.
his
I see black people
Jamal
going to Target.
Bryant tried to say it was over, and we told his ass to go back to the goddamn pulpit and worry
Yeah,
about what his wife is wearing.
Oh, I
Instead
didn't
of
say.
you worried about what we doing over here at Target. We're not messing with Target no more.
Okay.
yeah.
So you think
Matter of
it's over?
fact, they just dropped
That
a
boycott been over. I mean, it's not
yeah.
over, but it's still going. Ain't nobody going back to Target. Target
Yeah,
has
matter of
suffered
fact,
so
Target
bad.
just had some ad, some MAGA type driven ad that they put out. So, nah, Target can kiss the brownest part of my ass. Yeah.
I like what the story, keep it real. Yeah, I'm just saying, man, the boycott, But okay, so they're losing billions of dollars, obviously, and
Still don't act right.
kissing ass, But is that enough, though, brother? Is that enough? Yeah, it's putting a dent in somebody's pockets. They're losing money. Of course, we're not spending dollars there, and we're going to boycott. It's lots of people pissed off about this young this Mr. Chow getting off. I'm being nice by saying Mr. Chow. He don't deserve Mr. in front of his name, but people are pissed off about this. But how long are we going to be pissed? We've seen this before.
Getting pissed off is one thing, but what kind of action are we going to take?
That's what I'm saying. But okay, we're having this show. We did a whole show, almost 2 hours, about the young man being murdered and the dude being acquitted. But we've been down this road before.
The energy is different now, though.
We weren't doing this show when Trayvon Martin was murdered. But I sat in front of my TV every day, following the trial and following on social media, and was devastated when George Zimmerman walked. Devastated. Devastated when the cops got off on Breonna Taylor. Devastated when the cop was didn't go to jail for killing Tamar Race. We've been down this road a million times. That's what I'm just saying. It's like, I don't know what the end game is, other than, all right, a couple of us going to boycott. Some of us not going to eat egg rolls for the next couple of years. Okay, we're good. But I don't know.
It's gonna take unity at our level.
Our level. So we're the one. So it's our level, not the higher, not the So you're saying it's not the rich and famous and the powerful people.
Okay, so I want you to tell me how you're going to talk the rich and famous into doing it.
Yeah, because
I'm
they
not
ain't
worried
doing
about
nothing
the rich
now.
and famous. I don't care if they wanted to do something. They'd have been done.
Yeah, let's focus on
I'm
the people that
saying
want to do
is it's
something.
going to have to start with us. My wife and I, we had a great interaction today at a farmer's market today.
Right.
We just because out here in the Bay Area, and from my understanding, I've been here 3 years. San Francisco Bay Area. There used to be a lot of black unity. Of course, this is home of the Black Panthers. But
Berkeley, right across the bridge. That's right.
Right. And so there's a rich history of that. But in these recent years, from my understanding, probably about 10 years, Black people here have been kind of standoffish towards one another. I noticed that. And so I met a brother and his son today. And it was just, he was feeling me out. I was feeling him out to see, okay, are we going to speak? And we had just this great conversation about, he's a realtor. Okay, if I need that, I'm going to you. He talked to me about education. My wife is a therapist. They need therapy for their son. So we're going and we're networking amongst one another, and we're going to send people within our own network. It's going to have to start that way. Grassroots.
Yeah, word of mouth is the best
Yeah,
advertising.
word of mouth to where we are supporting one another like every damn body else does.
Well, I hope that brother's watching the Black Therapy show right now.
I hope he is too.
Okay, man, I'm done. Have a good talking to y'all.
All right. I'm gonna show a couple of businesses, because I always do at the end of our show. These are a couple of beauty businesses. So if you're looking for beauty supplies, which apparently a lot of Black women cannot and will not give up their beauty stuff. So they gotta have the nails done, they gotta have their hair done. But if you're gonna have your hair done, they are, like Jazz said, there are Black businesses in her area that she did not know about. So if you look hard enough, you'll find it. But here's a couple of businesses that you can check out.
So I just had customers come in and say that we need to make some content because people are asking for Black-owned businesses. I don't have no content ideas, so I'm just going to show you the store. So we are Personal Treasures Beauty Supply Store located in Greensboro. We are Black-owned. It's my granddaddy and grandparents own the store. And we're the only people that work here. You will never see anybody but me or my granddaddy work in this store. Or my sister sometimes. But we have all hair products, all crochet, everything. We even have a salon in the back. The salon does not walk in. You do have to call or make an appointment. But we are 100% Black owned. They don't get no blacker than us, honestly. We're also A&T. My granddaddy went to A&T. I went to Central. A little house divided. But yeah, Greensboro natives.
Hi, my name is Nidra Williams, and I'm the owner of Solo Beauty Supply. Solo Beauty Supply is a second-generation Black-owned, woman-owned beauty supply here in Chicago. We have 2 locations, 8158 South Cottage Grove and 9011 South Ashland. And we are so excited to be the new distributor of a brand new plant-based hair, natural hair, braiding hair. And you can come in store to find it, or you can visit our website, solobeautysupply.com.
I wish we could go. I know this. I said it before, but what is wrong with Black natural hair? I know it's not accepted in the corporate setting because I know a lot of Black women would not be promoted if they went to work with an afro. You would not make it to CEO with a black if you have an afro, man or woman.
But women don't got natural hair, Carl. People have natural hair. They just spending money on wigs.
Well, so wear it. That's what I'm saying. Wear it.
Yeah, women have natural hair. It's just that they're wearing wigs, and they rather wear the wig again because of jobs.
It's protective. Yeah.
We had the protective style. A lot of us stopped using the creamy crack. You understand? A lot of us do not use relaxers anymore. So we are natural. It's just that they have to be comfortable with their natural hair. And, they wear wigs now.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
People natural.
Yeah. I know natural, but then you cover your natural hair is what I'm saying,
Everybody can't rock a bald head and a brush cut either.
And I got nappy hair. I got nappy hair up under this hair and nappy hair on top.
All right. So again, I want to thank everyone for joining the panel. Thank you, Darnell, so much, brother. Jazz J, thank you. Brian, thank you so much for doing this. Tiffany, Kevin, thank you so much. I love all of you guys. I really appreciate you guys. And since Kevin and I are comedians, I like to leave on a funny note. And this is why they don't like us. If you ever wonder why white people and the world don't like us, this should explain why they don't like us. You guys like Belle Biv DeVoe?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, they're part of New Edition, but it's nothing like Bobby Brown.
Oh, get ready for Belle Biv DeVoe.
I sense something strange in my mind. Situation is serious. The joyful are running out of time. She's all so beautiful. Relationships are seen from the start. It's oh so deadly. When love is not the care of
Wait a minute, is that the white version? Oh no,
Whatever
they
version it
didn't.
is, they
That
don't
is
need to do it.
horrible.
That's why they don't like us right there. That is why they don't like us. All right. Listen, I honestly believe the reason we are not liked because everything we touch, we freaking, right? Everything we touch
turns to gold.
Turns to gold.
Dominate.
Yeah.
And if they let us into corporate America, we're gonna dominate that. And that's the only they can keep us out of corporate America because all that stuff done behind closed doors. But when it comes to sports, because sports out in the open, right? So
Shout out to the Knicks. We hoping the Knicks win. Blah blah. New York Knicks. Blah blah. I'm sorry.
Rest in peace to P.O. Bryson. I'm heartbroken still.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
man.
Bo Bryson. Yeah.
And we're doing a black music shows coming up sometime this month, right, Carl? Celebrating black music. There's Black Music Month, so we're gonna do some stuff about that in a couple of weeks.
Yeah.
Maybe next month, next week. Yeah.
Yeah. So shout out to all the black people. Continue to dominate. You know, they can only hold us back for so long. They can't hold us back forever. You know, because we are unstoppable, and that is absolutely why they don't like us. You know.
Yep.
All right, guys. You guys enjoy your week and stay black. All right.
And I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all. I'm blickety black, blacker than black, I'm blacker than black, yo, because I'm black and I'm black. Yo, I'm black and I'm black, y'all, and I'm blacker than black, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all, and I'm black, y'all.
With the knowledge you gain, break away from the chains. We helping you grow the Black Therapy Show. We in a safe space, dealing with the black trauma. We unpacking and inspecting all our baggage and drama. Cause we gotta unite, no more killing each other. It's time to see a new future for my sisters and brothers. You know it, Kevin, Carl, and Tiffany. You'll have an epiphany. We'll give you everything you need to handle the enemy. We giving you empathy, we gon' challenge you mentally. The right conversation so you grow exponentially. We built your penitentiaries, we built all your schools. Gave us brainwash education, just making us fools. Hatred was what we got in exchange for love. No more manipulation from our God above. It's Carl, Kevin, and Tiffany. Now welcome to the Black Therapy Show. Let's go.